I'm hearing you.
Nice one. So more do am sharp before the network cut us off again.
I don't think there'll be any problem.
Okay, I hope so too.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I want you to help me say good afternoon to your viewers. They've been waiting. They thought this is not going to happen.
Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. It's horrible. We're trying to connect things.
I know. So it's beautiful to have you here, Alaji. You know, I call this program, I call it Discussing Nigeria. You are one of the Nigerians that when you say something, no matter how people like it or they don't like it, people will discuss it. So, and there's something they know you for anyway, the freedom struggle in Niger Delta. So, which means one way or the other, you know better about the project Nigeria. So, I want to ask you this straight one. I want you to just tell us what you can educate us with the Nigeria structure. We know we have defects and we know we have other challenges that brought about agitations across the country, especially the tagged minority in Nigeria. So as Nigeria structure is currently, what is your own view? Like, what is wrong with us?
Yes, first I want to correct the impression. Since I became an adult, I've never seen myself as a Nigerian. And wherever I traveled to, I'd always said it. I had problem with several Nigerian embassy officials outside in several countries, especially in the Netherlands. The ambassador was there. I was giving a lecture and I said I was not a Nigerian. I don't stand up for Nigerian national anthem. Right from when I was in the secondary school, in the university, everywhere, I'd never at any time accepted that I'm a Nigerian because there was no time. I was consulted. My parents were consulted. My parents' parents were consulted whether they are Nigerians or they want to become Nigerians or not. So I do not see myself as a Nigerian. God created me as an Ijaw man. That's what I see myself. Until God does otherwise. And Ijaw is situated within the geographical area called Biafra. So I'll be more comfortable calling myself a Biafra.
Okay. So which means you are not in position to answer questions on the structure of Nigeria. So you rather discuss who you are and where you stand for.
I can discuss about Nigeria like an American. Okay. Like the American ambassador to Nigeria was talking about Nigeria. I can discuss about Nigeria because Nigeria is occupying my country. It's occupying the territory of my people. Nigeria has confiscated the resources of my people, and as such, I can discuss Nigeria. If Nigeria is alive today, Nigeria is alive because of the banditry that Nigeria is carrying out on my people and on our resources.
Okay, so now that will take me to politics now. Because one way or the other, even if you claim not to be a Nigerian, like you have said, as an Ijaw man, there was once an Ijaw man who ruled Nigeria. And today, what many are saying is that, you were known to be fighting for the struggle or the emancipation of the people of the Niger Delta when Obasanjo was in power. Until Yar'Adua came, you were arrested. You were even jailed. So now, when Jonathan came, a man from Ijaw land to rule Nigeria, everyone were now saying that where were all these agitations? Why were we not having all this agitation when Jonathan was there? That why was it that when he lost election, everybody now came out to claim their own identity? These are questions bothering people's mind and others. I want you to clear that. Your relationship with Jonathan, why the agitation just went almost dead under him. And then, surprisingly, it's taking a new turn this time around under Buhari.
It is within my right to agitate when I want to agitate. Nobody has a right to dictate to me when I want to agitate, when I should agitate, when I should not agitate. That is not the business of that person. It's an infringement on my right for anybody to tell me when I want to agitate. But it is not totally true. You, Maigu, yourself, you know very well.
Okay.
When Goodluck was there are several times, several newspaper reports that I came out against the activities of the government of Goodluck. And a lot of people came, oh, Goodluck was not giving me money. That's why I was attacking him. Goodluck was not doing this. Goodluck had no right to give me money. He had no right. Money that Goodluck has is also my money. So there is no way Goodluck would have given me money. As an Ijaw man, it would be wrong for me to irritate another Ijaw man and put another Ijaw man career in danger. I am an Ijaw man. So an injury to one Ijaw man is an injury to all Ijaw people. So as far as I'm concerned, I have a duty to protect Goodluck and his interests.
Even if you felt marginalized, Alaji, even if you felt, if your people are still marginalized.
I had always.
I know you have always been, yeah.
Yes,
but I had always as a person.
I had always, as a person, I don't want to talk about my relationship with Goodluck and put knife and guns in the hands of his enemies to harm him. I don't want to do that. But everybody who is close, everybody who was close, know the relationship between me and Goodluck. Let me give you an example. I was in Umura with Aregbesola. Aregbesola, myself, Obani Koro, Agbajabi Amila, the senior one, the one who contested governorship in Lagos. We always go to Umura. When we go to Umura, we sit in a particular place. So myself and Raouf are very close. And we were, the last Umrah we met in Mecca for the cleaning of the Kaaba in 2014. Raouf said something to me. He said, why do you go to where you are tolerated instead of being where you are celebrated? I had been in the trenches with the Tinibus, with all the Yoruba leaders, with Ileri, with Akiri Ade, and so on, during the time of Nadeko. I was a field worker for Nadeko, and all the leadership, all Professor Olaoni, Baba Mojola, Dr. Fashenwu, all these people, I was in the trenches with them. I was in the Otumba, Ekungba, all of them. So I know a lot of these people, and they feel. When I was in prison, Tinubu took up the paying of the fees of my children. He was governor. He used to send officers of his government to come and see me in prison. He gave a house to my wife at Ogba for her to move from Port Harcourt to Lagos, and so on and so forth. And so I was very close to the self-determination groups in Yoruba land and persons involved in the self-determination group. It is very, very unfortunate that all of a sudden, all these people who were pretending to be fighting for the good of everyone have really shown their true color. It is very, very unfortunate that they have shown their true color, that they were fake. I said they were fake, 100% fake. And most of us who saw them, apart from a few people like Baba Fashenwu, Gani Adams, and so on, almost all of them are really shown that they were fake. because they were just, at that time, they saw that the job people, as we are still today, that the job people have the capacity to wreak havoc, as we are today, as we have the potent force to wreak any amount of havoc that we can wreak. So they feel that by being friendly with us, they will mitigate our actions. And that was what they did. They were doing kuli temper with us. And they were saying our international community, etc., etc. But with the coming of Goodluck, we saw their true color. There are some of them that personally went to their houses and spoke to them that all of us are the same, let us come together. And at the end of the day, they put it down. Yes, Goodluck as a person did not take the advice of many of us. They saw me, especially myself, as too extreme and demanding extremity, that what I was demanding was far what Goodluck can give.
So what were you demanding? What were you demanding?
Yes,
you want to share?
If you check my interviews, I continually ask Goodluck to convocate a sovereign national conference. When Goodluck convocated the conference he convocated, the governor of Bayelsa is alive. The governor of Bayelsa wanted me to be at the conference. And I told him I cannot be at the conference. I will not be. I told the governor that I will not be at the conference because it is not sovereign. It is the conference, it's not sovereign. We wanted a sovereign national conference. And Goodluck was not ready to go the full length that we wanted him to go.
We heard that the pressure on him from the northern part of the country was so big that he had to cave in at the end of the day.
So he caved in. So what was the benefit of Goodluck caving in? What was the benefit of Goodluck caving in to himself, to his people, and to all the people who believe in freedom? What was the benefit? So this is it. Politicians trade with the lives and future of other people. A lot for our politicians trade, but the Gambaris do not do that. The Gambaris have one program. That program is to perpetually oppress other people. And except we have the same set politician with the same strength and mind.
That's what we take me.
You oppress our people, we are going to oppress you back. You kill our people, we are going to kill you back. Whatever you do to our people, except we have the same political leadership, not these CCC politicians that are.
Now, Alaji, you know what? That's what will actually take us to Biafra struggle. Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. I know you are one of the commanders of the Biafran army. I saw you one of your videos where you made as a defense, I think, minister or something. So, which means you have your own information about Biafra and the safety of Biafra. So, I want you to tell us what we need to know or what we don't know. Why Biafra now and not the same struggle that you were known with?
Yes, in every struggle, there is what is called realignment. Biafra, the bit of Biafra is situated within Ijaw territory. The name Biafra was suggested in 1967 by an Ijaw man, Frank Opigo, gave the name to the new country that was declared by the people of the former eastern region of Nigeria on the 30th of May, 1967. So Biafra include Ijaw people. Over time, a lot of Ijaw people have who are working hand in glove with the enemies, have always spread falsehood. And we know that the struggle, the totality of our struggle will take the collectivity of all Biafrans to achieve that. The Ijaw people alone cannot achieve our desired sovereignty, cannot restore back our stolen sovereignty that the British took from us. So we have to interface with other people. We have to work with other people to achieve that. And then the Igbos are our closest neighbors. And there is no way we can fight this without the strength of the Igbos. And there is no way the Igbos can fight this without the viciousness and battle of the Jaw people. The Jaw people are very vicious. So whenever they declare, ask them when they say crocodiles. Was the crocodile smiling when he ran with his tail tied behind his back? The crocodile has come again. He will not be able to smile because we know how to deal with crocodiles. We know how to deal.
As a Jaw people, yeah.
Yes, we know how to deal with the crocodile. Let them not be showing and boasting. But coming to the fact that I am not a member of IPOB. I am not a member of IPOB. I support the Biafran cause. IPOB is one of the platforms. I have the same relationship that I have with Nnamdi, even more with Owazuruke. I have the same relationship with the Bile Rights Movement. I have the same relationship with the Biafran Zionist movement. So for me, the independence of Biafra, the liberation of Biafra is more important to me than any name or any nomenclature or any platform attached to it. All those who are working for the cause of Biafra, I will support them, will stand by them with my little strength. IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, whether we like it or not, had achieved far more than any of our other groups. And it will be wrong for me not to say that. It will be wrong for me not to acknowledge that. So as far as I'm concerned,
can I say something about the struggle of Biafra and all that? You yourself, you have been in this struggle, you have been in the trenches for a long time. But most of the time, people you work with, they have different agendas. Some of them thought being with you was just to parley with you so that they will be able to use your struggle to achieve whatever agenda they had. Most of them had political agendas. And the moment they got the political power, they abandoned those of you who believed in them and what they preached. So don't you think, in this modern day politics, don't you think that, revolutionaries, struggle comrades should also struggle to take political power and do what they preach or what they expect from the political class? Don't you think it's getting there that those who have the vision, who could support politicians to get political power in order to use for their cause, to better what they are agitating for, only for them to be abandoned at the end of the day? Is it not time that political power should go to revolutionaries, people who really want to change things as soon as possible? Don't you think so?
My dear brother, I can only conveniently talk about the just struggle and those who are involved in the just struggle.
Even in Ijaw land, we have all these Nigerian governments there. I'm
coming.
Okay.
My brother, in Ijaw land is a different ball game. The people who started the just struggle were people like us. A few of us like Oronto Douglas, Kingsley Kuku, Maxwell Oko, Imbuku, and others. A few of us got to government, but they did not in any way impede the struggle. They did not in any way, because the decision of most of us who pioneered the struggle is that till today, as I'm talking, if you call a meeting of the job people together, the same people that started the struggle who are alive, who are around, will be the same people that will come. If an Ijaw community is attacked, the same people will come together. I don't know what happens in other places. But among the Ijaw people, yes, the governor of Biafra was one of us, is now a governor. I don't think there is anything he's doing that
But it's
affects
messing
us.
things up in that area too. It's messing things up for the people in that area too.
I said there's nothing he is doing. As far as we are concerned, we recognize the fact that once you get into government, you are born by the evil constitution of the Nigerian state, the constitution that makes you a slave. And that's why some of us haven't discovered that getting into politics is not what will give us what we need, and stayed away from partisan politics that will not be. In whatever we are doing is to use whatever platform by any means necessary to achieve our goals. So for me, I don't know what others are, and that's why it is very difficult. Unlike what the Igbo, and that's why it is very difficult. Unlike what the Igbo political elites did, it is difficult for Ijaw leaders to come out to condemn Ijaw people. It is very difficult. Over time, you see, it is very difficult for Ijaw people, Ijaw leaders, to come out openly to say, even those in the APC, Dimitri Silva can come out and stand and condemn Ijaw people openly. He cannot do it. Not because they are not going to do anything to him, because inside him, he believes that the struggle, what others are doing is right, and that is part of them. He might not have courage to join them. He's on the other side, but he will not come out. That's why you have not seen any APC leader in Ijaw land, even doing the so-called crocodile smile, coming out to condemn Avenger. You cannot see them.
I have okay, yeah, go ahead.
They know what our people stand for, and they know what our people stand for, and they cannot. And I am so ashamed by the Igbo political elites. I have never seen this sort of treachery against their own people, exhibited by Wanese and all classes of the Igbo political elite. I've never seen this sort of thing before. And it
I have yeah, Alaji, I have these 3 personal questions I'm going to ask you. You don't have to answer if you don't feel like answering. So the first one is this: part of the accusation or allegation against you, why you are fighting Buhari or APC government, apart from all you have listed, all you have explained, people said, well, it was because of the revocation or the government, the pipeline contract, that the government revoked the contract from you. That's what led to another agitation in the... Is that how true is this?
Just end it here. Just end it here. When Goodluck left, Goodluck was owing us money for the contract that we have done. We were on our own, sleeping in our house when Buhari called us to pay us our money. This Buhari, because we are not talking, Buhari paid him over 500 million. Buhari paid me. Go and check in NNPC. Buhari, when he came to power, Goodluck was owing us money. Buhari had paid 30% of that money. Over 500 million. Because we are not talking. I'm talking now. They are awarding the same pipeline contract 3 times more than the value that Goodluck awarded it. Now.
To who?
And if I want to be involved, they will put me inside. I told them anything Buhari, I don't want. I will try to starve. As I'm talking, go and make your finding. NNPC has done technical bidding. They are Goodluck's time, the contract was about 800 million. Now they are awarding the same contract, dividing it almost 3 billion. A month.
So which means
a month.
Yeah, which means practically you are not fighting this government because of not getting contracts.
All my counterparts who were members of, who were directors in my company, who were 4 directors, Ateke Tom, Farah Dagogo, and Soboma Jakri, They are involved in the new contract. I'm the only person who refused to be part. Boy Love, even Tom Polo that they are looking for is involved in the new contract. They are giving it to him. They say they are looking for Tom Polo. Why are they giving him contract to guide pipeline? This government this government you see is the most corrupt government on the surface of the earth.
I have a question on that. That's why I said I have three personal questions.
What I am telling you now, listen to me.
Okay.
Just listen to me. I'm telling you that a contract that Goodluck awarded for 800 million, they are awarding it for 3 billion now. They are awarding it for 3 billion now. And there are several interests behind the scene. The people might still receive just 800 million. 2.2 billion is going to people who are not going to work. So what are they saying? So if they are still engaging Ateketon, they are engaging Farah Dagogo, they are engaging Soboma Jakris, they are engaging Shoot Aside, they are engaging Boy Love, they are engaging all these people. So what is wrong with me? Because I said no. Or people say, if you want to dine with the devil, dine with the long spoon. I've been looking for a long spoon to dine with the devil. I can't find. So
do you think Buhari is the devil? Do you think President Buhari is a devil to you?
Yeah.
That you can't even get closer to him at all.
No. Buhari is a devil. Satan.
Now that will take me to the question I want to ask. Anyway, the question is: in Nigeria today, people who oppose Buhari are considered people who lose out during the last election. That is why I asked you about that pipeline contract. That I want to know where your anger is coming from. So now that you have cleared that, now, do you think that Buhari is a problem? Or just people like you who never really wanted to have anything to do with the Gambari? Because today is about Hausa Fulani. You know what I mean? So, which means it's more personal than what many of us see. So, do you think Buhari is the problem, or just people like you who never really want to have anything to do with him, even if he has anything to offer?
Mayego,
Alaji.
Buhari, first, I want to say Buhari has nothing to offer. He has nothing to offer. His wife, his children, his close associates like Buba Galadima, they have all come out to say Buhari has nothing to offer. So that Buhari has anything to having anything to offer is not even an issue. But let me come to it. How would you are a Yoruba man, 1 month, a foreigner from Futajelo came here, chased people away from Oyoile, chased people away from Ilorin, took over the leadership of Ilorin, took over this thing. And those of us that he did not see, that he did not encounter, he now said he is born to rule. If he is born to rule, I am born to be ruled. So I refuse to be born to be ruled. That is where it comes from. We did not start the fight against them. They invited us to fight. When you tell yourself born to rule, so if you are born to rule, who am I? We are all put here by the British. You are born to rule. You are born to rule me. You have divine authority to rule me. In fact, they said they have divine authority to rule us. So every Yoruba man supporting Buhari should be ashamed of himself. And then Buhari came. That is not going to treat the 97% who voted for him as against the 5%. I am among the 5%. So why should I like him? A man openly, not in Nigeria, in the US, went to the US. He said there is no way he can treat me equal with his 97%. And he goes on to show it. So there is no way somebody like me can like him. Because I am not born to be ruled. If Tinubu is born to be ruled, that is his business. If Tinubu is born to be ruled, that is his business. If Ngige is born to be ruled, that is Ngige business. But I, Alaji, Mujahid, Dokubo Asari, Alabe Diabal of the kingdom of Calabar, I am not born to be ruled. I am born to rule the Sultan of Sokoto. I am born to rule him. So that's where the conflict comes. He is born to rule, I am born to rule.
Thank you so much, Alaji. I'm going to ask you this last question before you go. You've done so well with us this afternoon. So if I may ask, you can take your time to explain this. What is next for Alaji Asari Dokubo in this struggle?
Alaji Dokubo Asari cannot stop until I reach my destination. My destination is independence of Biafra. Which is very, very close. My destination is the independence of Biafra. And I want to say this, that each time the enemy makes mistake, and he makes terrible mistakes, with what had happened to Nnamdi Kanu, they have strengthened the arms of so many people in the struggle. Nnamdi Kanu was calling for whatever he says is not important. The platform on which IPOB is built is non-violent. Nnamdi Kanu did not fire a shot. Nnamdi Kanu, the whole Nigerian army can go to the house of Nnamdi Kanu, shooting with armored vehicle, with all manner of things. Shows the level of decay that Buhari had introduced into the military and the body politics of Nigeria. Buhari is a bitter, vicious, vengeful man. When he's so full with venom, that his venom can. For me, as Dokubo Asari, at 53, I will not rest. I will not sleep.
People want you, Alaji, people want you to keep talking, right? But I know I've already took most of your time. Now, this is what I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you one last question, right?
You have not taken my time. I prepared for this.
That's great. So you want me to keep bringing the questions so that we can be on? It's like people are enjoying this.
Don't bring the question except when they take light. If they take light, my mother will come.
No wahala, Alaji. Thank you very much for that. You see, before me, I'm going to ask this one again. It's a personal question. Personal.
Yeah.
In the last 1 month, almost, isn't up to a month now. That was the last time we heard from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I know that people like you are also in the know. Is Nnamdi Kanu still alive? From you, sir.
That question is not for me. That question is for the Nigerian army that went to the house of Nnamdi Kanu with armored vehicles and everything. How can an ordinary woman being, unarmed woman being, be attacked with armored vehicles and all manner of high caliber weapons and survive? So many people were killed. So if Nnamdi Kanu is nowhere to be found, Buhari should be asked where Nnamdi Kanu is. How did Nnamdi Kanu
disappeared?
Leave that house that is fenced? I was watching it live on social media when the house was being attacked until the cameras went dead. So if there's anybody that should know the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu, it's General Muhammad Buhari and his military.
To God be the glory. You see, the role of the Eastern governor, because mostly, Alaji, the saboteurs, the saboteurs. Okay, yeah, you're still talking, yeah. Continue.
Nnamdi Kanu's house, I've not heard from him. I've spoken to Nnamdi Kanu's younger brother. I've spoken to other associates, other members of IPOB. And all of them are unanimous that Nnamdi Kanu is in the hands of
Nigeria Army. So
yes.
you remember before Nnamdi Kanu's disappearance, before the Python dance, Nnamdi Kanu said something, and he said if anything should happen to him, Biafrans should react and go after so and so person. But fortunately, so far, the Biafrans have been keeping their calm. They have been maintaining their peace, continuing their agitation, their protest, and all that. They've not killed anyone. How long do you think they can hold on to? For not hearing from Nnamdi Kanu? How long do you think this?
My dear brother, the most dangerous fire is the fire that is burning beneath the grasses. That is the most dangerous fire. It's not the fire that comes out openly. Very soon the wind will blow it up. But the fire that is burning beneath the bed, beneath the grasses, that is the most dangerous fire. I tell you, mark my word, if we are alive, that the fire that is burning in Biafra, by the time the smoke will be visible. God. God. By the time the smoke will be visible. I don't know. That is where, let me just pause. So
but are you in any way considering the civilian casualty that may go with this? Are we in any way?
Is it because we are going to die that we should choose freedom? We should choose slavery over freedom? Because we are going to die. So the Gambaris and their collaborators are superhuman beings. They don't die. It is only we Biafrans that can die. Their body is casted with iron.
So Alaji, you are not new.
Die alone.
See, you are not new to having to negotiate with government. You did with Obasanjo, it collapsed, and we know what happened. You had with Yaradua. You had with Jonathan as well. So what do you think can bring about referendum?
Nobody will give you freedom.
No, I mean the referendum, not the freedom now. I mean, what do you think? Because Biafrans are asking for referendum, right?
I don't look. When somebody take your sugar and is licking it, and you tell him to spit it out, he will not. You have to grab his neck, squeeze his neck, squeeze it, so that he will spit it out with blood and spit. So anybody, I don't have the same belief that Nnamdi Kanu or Azuke has, or any other person. My belief is that one gunshot is more effective than 1,000 years of sermonization, 1,000 years of preaching, 1,000 years of demonstration. That one gunshot is more effective, is more worthy, is more honorable than all this. That's my belief. That's what I stand for. I don't believe that I come and do kuli temper. I am not a kuli temper man. When the comes to become, they happen, will surely happen.
And it's going to happen in Biafra land. I pray something.
It's not only going to happen in Biafra land. All oppressed people in this cage called Nigeria will rise up. Maybe Biafra will show the way, and others will follow. But I know that all oppressed people will rise up. That
have you had any relationship? Have you had any relationship with
Tinubu, Ngige,
okay.
Amechi? Yeah. I've accepted. Rochas, I've accepted that the others are born to rule. They are born to be ruled. Does not mean that all Yorubas, all Igbos, all Ijos, all other people will accept that. It's not possible. They are not speaking for Ijo people. They are not speaking for Yoruba people. They are not speaking for Igbo. Because they are too cowardly to confront. That is it.
So we have Oduduwa Republic agitators too. And we have a guy called Idenika Grandson, and I know you have heard about him anyway. He knows you, and I believe you know him as well. So is there any way so far that you've had any contact with them on Oduduwa Republic
Like
agitation? Because I know you had with the elders, I mean, the older generation of Yorubas. So this generation of youth.
Like I said before, all those who are in the struggle for self-determination and liberation are my brothers, they are my blood, they are my flesh and blood. So Adeyinka grandson is my flesh and blood. And
You are in contact.
I am very impressed. I am very happy with what he's doing. I am totally impressed with what he's doing.
Do you know, there's this question I want to ask you again, Alhaji. There's this question. Because I watched one of your videos where you said they were accusing you of bunkering, they are accusing the Niger Deltas of bunkering and all that they are stealing oil. How can you steal your own property? So does that mean that in Niger Delta area, people don't really see bunkering as a crime, as something, crime against the state? I know this is going to eye you up. So
how can the thief turn around and call you the owner of the property a thief? What an affront. Look, this is madness now.
I want you to go on that. I want you to really break that down. Why you think,
I
said, I want you to break that down because I watched a video where you really spoke on that how could they come to accuse you of stealing your own this thing?
The resources of the people, the land and the resources belong to the people, and they have every right to take it.
So it's not a crime?
Because he has guns and is supported by some foreign thieves, will now feel that to come and kill the people who own this, who are using their property. He's joking. It's not going to be possible. They are awarding a new pipeline contract for over 3 billion in Rivers State. How many billion in so state? Everywhere they are awarding. They want to, that's a set of bribe they want to give to the people so that the pipeline will be safe. I assure you, mark my word, the more they award this contract, the more the people will continue to do what they are doing. That's the truth of the matter.
Have you heard what happened in Anambra today?
What happened?
About this chicken pox vaccine they want to give to the school children, and children have to run away from school. Have you heard about that? They said they were, they said they were, the vaccinators, or let's say the health officials were led by the army to the school. So the children just pick race when they cited them. They said they don't want chicken pox injection and all that. Have you heard that?
I've not been able to verify.
Okay.
I've not been able to verify the story. But it is Bayelsa, the coincidence is just too much. That in Bayelsa, they started the military free medical this thing. And it took this free medical
by the army, yeah?
Yes, by the army. A strange disease unknown to job people immediately appeared in Bayelsa.